Welcome to Beavercreek Township Board of Zoning Appeals. I think we'll start the meeting by doing roll call
Roll
first.
call. Ms. Gotwall?
Here.
Mr. Hemrick?
Here.
Mr. Martensick?
Here?
Mr. Key?
Here.
Mr. Thomas?
Here. Okay, the way we do the meeting, Lori will read the case, and after she reads the case, anyone that wants to speak for the case will go to the lectern. There's a statement you have to swear, tell the truth and all that. And you can say your points to the case. And then if there's anybody that wants to speak against the case or whatever, they get up and speak also. And then we'll close the open part of the meeting. We'll discuss the merits of it and maybe have a motion to vote on it and go from there. So, Lori, you want to read the case?
Absolutely. The purpose of the hearing is so the BZA may review and act on a variance request, case 844, made by property owner Bradley Wallachewicz.
Good, you did well.
The nature of the request is to seek a variance from the requirement that no accessory or other structure to encroach upon any yard setbacks. The applicant is seeking a variance from the requirements of Article 18.013. No building or structure shall be erected, nor shall any land be used except in conformance to the yard and lot regulations of the district in which the building or use be located. The applicant desires to erect a deck within the required rear yard. The property is located at 268 Yorkshire Lane in the unincorporated area of Beavercreek Township and is zoned RPUD.
Okay, any statements you want to make on it or not?
No, I believe the facts of the case are pretty self-explanatory. I did not prepare a staff report.
Okay.
I'd be glad to answer,
Okay.
questions about the plan.
Okay, is there someone who wants to get up and speak for the case?
Sure, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And it's just up about that sheet, and I'll leave it on the meeting.
Brad Wallachewicz solemnly swear that the statements I am about to make before the Beavercreek Township Board of Zoning are the truth to the best of my knowledge and belief. My address is 268 Yorkshire Lane.
There you go.
I don't know if you had a chance to read the letter I sent out, but that pretty much sums up. I mean, I have a small little, I guess you could call it a balcony, but the real purpose of the deck is to give us really a good area, easy access to the backyard. Two small kids, and we really just don't utilize that yard very much. To be out in the backyard, I mean, that's all we're downstairs or around the house and use, and the deck would give us a nice flat, really easy access area right off the kitchen for them to actually get outside and enjoy it and get right down into the backyard to do a little outside time. That's really the gist of it.
Okay.
We have questions.
Yeah.
What is the distance from the back of the house to the end of, the back of the yard?
So it's pretty much, I did a rough estimate with a tape measure,
That's close enough.
and the 50 feet, it was probably another 6 feet off of the house.
That's about right.
6 feet from the house, is there?
So maybe 56 total feet from the literal walls of the house to the back of the property.
Okay. And Max, what is you didn't name the setback that is
Rear yard
allowed?
setback is 50 feet.
What?
50 feet.
50 feet. So he would be allowed to come out 6 feet from the house.
So it's
And he
50?
would be right
I'll
at
save
the
my
edge of
question
the-
for later
Yeah.
when we talk about it. Okay. So you're coming out a little farther than the patio that's shown in the picture?
Yes, I was looking at that, and it was a couple feet past that concrete patio, a little bit into the retaining.
1801-3?
Okay.
It doesn't tell me the actual feet.
And that basically, and that extra area is literally, when you look at the plans, the stairs go down, and then they kind of come back towards the house. So the push out is really to give an extra, I think there's about 6-7 feet of a walkway between the stairs and the big tall brick pillar. That's really what gives it that extra space to get through.
Now, I was a nosy neighbor. I drove by there and I noticed it's pretty big drop off, even in your yard, and then it's a lot drop off to the neighbors.
It's a pretty big drop off. That's when I was going to throw the baseball in the backyard, and we're kind of standing on a slant. of the retaining wall. There's a small flat area, there's really not much.
Okay, okay.
The property behind you, I know it's a field, but
It's not.
is that?
There's-
Oh, there's a-
There's a house.
There is a house,
Right here.
fence, okay,
He looks on the house's roof.
okay,
That's how far down it is.
okay. And that road on the side, what road's that?
Indian
Yeah,
Ripple?
what's that, is that,
Yeah, Indian Ripple.
Indian
oh, that's
Ripple.
Indian Ripple?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So then that big property there that backs up to him is a private property.
okay,
That must be 50 feet.
No.
yeah.
I understand it's a request.
Okay, have you, I don't know, are you the neighbor by any chance?
No, I'm actually his dad.
Oh,
Okay, have you talked to the neighbor behind on it or
I
anything?
have not talked to her, I talked to a couple of our,
Okay,
neighbors.
And we didn't get any feedback from the letters?
okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
okay, very good. Anybody else?
Are you, just for curiosity's sake, are you going to butt to the existing balcony, or are you removing that and it's gonna be all new?
They're replacing that. because
Okay.
it's-
Don't place,
Good.
okay.
That'll look good, a lot better. Okay,
The whole design looks pretty.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can't tell him he can't do it a different way, but I was just curious.
Well, yeah, we're just for the variance on the,
We got into that on the Bombers gym, remember?
Yeah.
I got my hand spanked by Lori.
Well, they did
Actually, it
make-
was,
they didn't
what's her
make it
name, the-
pink, though.
Yeah.
They didn't make it pink, it turned out to be a nice.
Oh, I know,
yeah,
thank
They
goodness.
still haven't got the light up.
I need to do, I'll address that a little bit later.
Okay, I think we're done with him.
okay,
Yep.
I think we're good.
All right.
Anybody dig it?
Anybody else wanna speak forward or anything?
Do you want me to tell him the only way to get out the backyard is to go downstairs?
Yeah, it's in the letter.
That's in the
Okay.
write-up.
Okay, you're okay. Okay, I don't see anybody else here to speak for or against, so we'll close the,
Public hearing.
huh?
Public hearing.
We'll close the public hearing and discuss it and see what everybody thinks on it.
I have a question for any of you guys, ladies. What is this 50-foot setback crap? I thought you could build a yard barn 10 feet off your back property line.
So you can build.
Is that because this is attached to the house?
Yeah. It's so accessory structures, you're able to put in your required rear yard, you just have to keep it 10 feet away from your property line, that's for maintenance purposes.
Yeah. But since it's attached to the house, then he's gotta come in, do all this.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well,
So he
I-
could build, he could build a yard barn 10 feet off the property line between him and the neighbor that's behind him. That wouldn't be a problem.
Imagine if he wanted to build his house just back another 15 feet. I mean,
Right.
He
that's
can't-
why we have to treat it like this, is because.
Yeah, that's amazing. I always thought you could build right up to within 10 feet of your property line. I know you can't on the sides.
The sides, yeah.
Well, it depends on the setback. I mean, a lot of side yard setbacks are less than 10 feet or 10 feet.
Yeah,
But some of them are 15, and you can't put anything in that side yard.
other than driveway. You go right to the property line.
And this is
Yeah.
an older development, I think it's been around since the 90s, so that was about the time they started doing PUDs.
Okay.
This development was built in the 90s?
Yeah, this one's an older one. Yeah, it's been built out for quite a while.
They're still nice houses.
So where, are you off of Shepherd Road?
Yes.
Okay, okay. I know where you're at now. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know at first.
Okay.
there.
Well, when you said it's been there a while, I'm thinking it's not the plat I'm thinking of.
It's called Windermere, the neighborhood is Windermere,
Okay,
yeah.
yep,
Which
yep.
is across from, Country Club in the north.
Yeah, I drive by it every Sunday going to church. Mount Zion, out there.
Okay.
Okay. All righty.
Well, I was a nosy neighbor. I looked at it. I saw the steep yard and
Yeah,
looking
there's-
down on the neighbor's house, and
Yeah.
building the deck makes some sense. So
There's lots of,
I-
there's lots go
I'm-
down.
personally, I'm not against it. I can tell you that right now.
I kinda think it's good to people have a deck to come down to get on the ground off of. To me, I mean, that, it would,
Yeah.
that just makes
Maybe another
sense.
fire escape,
I think it is. I
God
think
forbid,
it
gee whiz.
Could be.
And I really think they put a lot of thought in the design of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's really, it's a nice looking, deck that they've got in.
I'm sure it will be.
I don't see where your neighbors would be complaining about having something like that in. In fact, it might even encourage them to turn around and do the same thing.
Is that composite deck or?
It is gonna be composite.
It's gonna be, that's the way I'd do it.
Good. Sounds like it'll be real
I
nice.
I like the wrought iron
Yeah.
railings around it, it really
Mhm.
looks nice. Low maintenance, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Do we?
So we're just encroaching into the, rear yard by how?
By
50
6
6 feet, okay.
6 feet.
6 feet out of the 50.
Okay. And the patio is already
Yeah, that's,
encroaching in it too.
Well, the patio's allowed, it's not a.
Right.
Yeah, patios,
Right, understand.
patios are considered an absolute
Right.
improvement, so they can, yeah.
Like a driveway.
They could, people, you know, put parking pads on the side of their
Right.
houses, they can take that right up to the top of the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like that, it increases the taxes.
Paint
Water.
concrete the whole backyard and paint it green.
Now, I would do
What they
that.
do in California.
I would have, I would have no issue with that.
Yeah.
And I'd even go as
You
far
ready
as
for a
putting
motion?
plastic
Yeah.
trees and bushes in.
Okay, we can entertain a motion, someone wants to make one.
I'd make a motion that the request for a variance 844 is approved as submitted.
I second it.
Good.
Is that you, Leo?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Did you want any discussion, or?
Any discussion on the motion? Nothing? No, okay.
What's for dinner?
Take a vote.
All right, Ms. Godwall,
Yes.
Mr. Hemrick,
Yes.
Mr. Martindale,
Yes.
Mr. Key,
Yes.
Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Nice job on your little packet too. Good job.
Very good job.
I'm gonna give you a handwritten little thing to take with you that was approved tonight, and then when I get the official one typed up and signed,
When they put
I
that
will have
house,
a copy of it.
he can't do
So
anything, you
will
can't
have
put an
this to take
addition
with
on
you
it.
Oh, I know, it's.
Side yard, backyard, there's nothing, you can't put any,
Take it all along with
Right.
you.
that house is, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I would doubt if I'd say yes on an addition, putting out a room or
I can
something.
imagine.
Yeah.
But the deck makes a whole lot of
It's,
sense.
yeah,
It's basically a little patio that's there
Right.
already.
that's exactly right.
But if you think about, if you had wanted to put an addition in,
Right, you could.
you could,
Right.
I think it'd be a good thing, nothing wrong with it.
that house is, that lot is.
Well, it's a
small,
learning
the house is
process
big.
for you that, you know, on the next house you buy, what's allowed and what's not.
Exactly.
Oh, they just have to, I mean, they just have to try to keep a handle on it because everybody and their brother would, you know, we have people come in all the time wanting bigger size, yard barns or barns and stuff. We normally always approve them unless there's some, they're putting it over their septic system or something, you know.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's what I got told my wife too. I'm like, well, there's a line, cross that line, you gotta dig a little deeper. make sure
Right.
it's good.
You're right.
Brad, what'll happen next, you guys will need to apply for a permit for the deck, but you won't need to have any fees associated, you pay for that.
That's covered under your variance.
So tomorrow, if you wanna give us a call, we can walk you through that process pretty simple, you do it online. And once you turn that in and we issue that permit to you, you'll be able to go ahead and construct the deck.
Okay.
Then he has to give it to Greene County though.
Yeah,
Sorry,
you'll have to
I
go to
forget,
Green County.
cause that's usually, people have to deal with that themselves, that's correct. Once you get our permit, then you talk to Green County Building Manager, and you'll need our permit for them to
And then you'll,
say that.
then you'll find out the cost of building materials, it's so high.
And then they'll charge you a
Everything's going
fee
way up.
Yeah.
based on the value of it.
Sheets, quarter inch pipe, 15 2x4. 200.
Everybody has their hand out.
Let me have you sign these, please.
I know, it's unreal. They claim,
$100 and
Sign, and then you
$400.
just take one
they
with
claim a
you.
new
You just
house,
sign with
the
yourself.
lumber cost is up $30,000 to $50,000 extra.
They said, lumber prices are up 150.
Mhm.
I know, it's crazy. House prices are way up because of it too.
Yeah, they put 3/4 plywood,
Fire rate.
fire treated
Well, gentlemen,
on that
thank
fire
you for
station.
being here.
Oh, is that right?
Congratulations. So happy we could
Is
do
that
this
right?
for you. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming down.
You bet, that was $100 a sheet.
Oh, I've been
Have you signed both
Today
of
we
those?
do it every third Wednesday.
right here.
Yeah.
Make sure that's green there for St. Patty's Day, okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Just 'cause I had to, the first time, is it the same process that I had them do, or do I just think I should do it? I mean, if you're more comfortable with the contract.
You say I have a third one here?
No, no, just those two.
Who fills it out.
Thank you.
All right.
And there you go.
The only thing you'll need is basically what you provided us, this plot plan here.
Yeah.
You'll just need to mark on it where the deck's gonna be with some dimensions and.
Let's see
Okay,
here.
thank you. It's like, it takes about 15 minutes online. Okay.
And then the county wants what, a couple copies of plans? And it can be, they don't have to be real extravagant, it can be hand drawn.
Not for deck, not for
Basically,
deck.
what you got,
Right.
this is where
Yeah.
the photo, and you draw on it, here's where the deck's gonna go, big square, you know, you got it. So.
You having someone build your deck?
I am.
You are,
Okay.
yeah, you'll need, you'll probably have to have a drawing of your posts and then a side view of the footer and the concrete around the posts, because they want an 18-inch hole, and they want to see that concrete in the bottom of the hole.
Yeah.
They'll come out and inspect the holes, they won't even look in them, but they'll come out and say, oh, okay, looks good. You gotta have it.
And the only thing I need is like an overhead view of the house on the lot and then.
He's gonna,
where the deck
he's
is
not
gonna
gonna build it
come
this
out.
year once he sees the lumber
Just the
prices.
dimensions like
Yeah.
that.
Well, he's gonna use composite.
We don't need to do engineering.
Composites probably went way up too.
And then
Well,
that's what
I would think it
permit.
would up more than the
Permit,
lumber. Lumber's gone crazy, but
and
composite,
then
I
you come out and-
don't know
well,
why it would.
When you stake
Got
the
a house over on,
or mark it, I'll just come out.
the
and
house
I'll
that blew up
inspection,
from the
make
gas.
sure it matches
Oh, yeah.
the
Not long
location
ago.
that's
So
shown
it
on the
goes-
plot plan that you presented with the permit, and we're good to go.
I don't think this is gonna
It's
be,
relatively painless.
7/16, Jesus.
I don't think this is
I know
gonna
it's
become
not.
an issue, but you do have a time restraint to get it built under the
You have to
variance
start
that we
with
just
this year.
issued.
Within a year.
within a year, you
You
have to
gotta
start
have to have it
construction.
built
It's good
within
for
a
a
year,
year.
or you have to come
Yeah.
back.
Fingers crossed. I was gonna say, hey, right now, you
You're gonna pay a lot for lumber right now. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
I learned that too, when they were talking to the contractors, and the price of lumber.
Price is crazy.
yeah, so the variance is good for a year, but once you pull the permit, that's only good for 6 months, and you have to at least start on the deck. which
Dig a
is
hole.
the
Yeah.
period. You
Gotta
don't
dig a
have to
hole.
finish it,
Yeah.
But you have to at least start on it, so wait till you get your materials lined up, and then get hold of me, and we'll do the permit, so you don't cut it too close.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yep,
Perfect.
Good luck to you.
You guys are done, unless you wanted to stay, it's up to you.
Hang around to approve the
And if you want,
minutes.
if you stay, we're gonna make you an alternate.
He's gotta get home and start digging
We do,
holes.
we need another alternate, actually, we do.
Well, you're doing well, you got one.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, have a good evening.
You're doing real well, you got one.
Yeah.
Okay, I have minutes for you, but
Okay.
I need to make a correction. On
Okay.
the November 18th minutes, way in the back of those, where it says minutes approved,
Yeah.
it's not June 17th, the date should have been June 10th. Because those minutes were the ones for the nursing home
Oh.
slash rehab facility slash assisted living.
Uh-huh.
That was on the 10th, and then you also had another meeting on the 17th. And I put those minutes in here too for you to look at. I don't think you've approved those yet, but I wanted you to look at them and see if they look familiar. I can't find where they were approved, I just wanted to double check. The ones from June 17th.
Yeah, I wasn't part of that one.
Okay, that was our, very nice couple over in Hunters Point who were doing the addition, on their house.
I have a November 18th.
So November 18th, and then you should have June 17th.
Oh, but I thought you said that was June 10th.
Well, no, in the minutes for November 18th,
Uh-huh.
when I talk about the two sets of minutes that were approved, you
Oh,
approved the May 20th, 2020 minutes. And then
And the
I
June
listed
10th.
that you approved the June 17th. It
Oh,
wasn't the
oh,
17th,
oh, oh.
it was the 10th.
The
So I
10th.
need to make that correction,
Got that,
which I will.
got it.
And then you need to let me know if everything else looks okay for this minute, for November,
For the 18th of November.
for the 18th of November.
Oh, yeah.
I looked it over online, I didn't see.
Gotta check the dates. She's trying to see if we're paying attention to what she's doing. And we,
No,
I
was
wasn't.
looking at it today, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's another chapter.
I knew I was in trouble when I went to pull my notes from the, meeting, and all I have down there is BZA 843 and the date, and nothing. So I said, I gotta check the minutes to make make sure it's right.
So that was the only thing I had for you, was I need to correct on the November 18th, 2020 minutes, I need to correct
Okay.
the minutes that were approved as the June 10th minutes, not the 17th.
That's an unusual, we usually have a meeting on the third Wednesday.
Yeah,
We
I'm
had-
thinking we moved it up for some reason, I
Yeah.
can't remember.
If I remember right,
We had to, because we delayed them.
correct. I believe we thought that the meeting format, which was when we first started trying to do virtual stuff,
Right.
Right.
I think people became frustrated and didn't feel like, we were able to have a good conversation, so
Yeah.
we said, okay, we'll continue it a week, if I remember correctly.
You're absolutely right.
Well, there was the Nutterville input from the people that we wanted to let them have a chance to have input,
Yeah,
and that's why we delayed it a week.
So you
Well,
have
they
to have
look
two
good.
different motions on these minutes, or?
yeah, one for each one, and I think the one for November 18th should be, if you're comfortable, as, approved as amended.
As amended.
Yeah,
So I'll make a motion to approve the minutes for November 18th as amended.
I second it.
who seconded? Emil? Okay, now, let me call those up here.
Ooh, that was tough.
Who do we have here? Okay, Mr. Hemrick,
Yes?
Mr. Pease,
Yes.
Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
that's you three there.
Yes.
And then if you're comfortable just glancing over the June 17th ones, we can take care of those two if you guys are okay with that.
And I wasn't part of that, so. you
Yeah,
guys-
that would be,
That was fine.
Yeah,
She's got it down here, Mr. Peters in Florida again,
again.
RVing, again.
I sold it,
You did?
yeah.
Did you sell your
You
RV?
didn't use it, or?
I bought a house.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
well, motorhome was a house. Just doesn't have
We
wheels.
were using it to go to Florida Inn and stay in, but I bought a house down there. So-
Okay.
So now we drive down, go in the house.
Damn, I'm
Where,
gonna start,
where at in Florida?
It's called Polk City.
I'm gonna start driving
I
the
don't think
bus.
I've heard of that.
It's west of Orlando off I, what'd you say?
I'm gonna start driving the bus. Gee,
Oh,
well,
that won't get you nowhere.
I said that bus driving paid good, but I didn't realize it.
Yeah, I bought it's
So you decided to buy a house and is it
Yeah.
empty when you're not there, or you rent it out part of the year?
no, I don't rent it out. It's empty.
Okay.
Are
I
you
mean-
guys okay with the June minutes or?
Yeah, you need a
okay,
motion?
or-
We motion to,
Yep,
Keep it inside.
motion to approve the minutes for June 17th meeting,
okay.
As
You got a
submitted?
second?
as submitted.
I second.
Okay, Mr. Hemrick,
Yes?
Mr. Martindale,
Yes?
Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Good
That's
job,
all I
Lori.
have for you, gentlemen.
And.
Does that mean we're getting really caught up on minutes?
We can,
Well, I'm working on it, but I'm thinking away, but I have been out, oh my goodness. I'm getting ready to cut out now that the weather's changed. I have, like, the majority of the inspections from 2020 to catch up on, and I'm, while keeping up with the ones from 2021.
Okay.
So those are my things, to catch up on my inspections and to catch up on my minutes. So you will have more next month. I will have more minutes
Okay,
for
so
you.
we'll entertain a motion to adjourn,
Well, just.
or not, you already have new business?
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to introduce Christy Gotwald.
Okay.
Officially as your alternate board member. So let's just welcome her, we're
Yep.
glad to have her, so
Yep.
thank you for
Absolutely.
joining us.
Yep.
That was all I had.
Okay,
Okay.
all right.
Where's Christy come from? I mean, you live here in
I do.
Beavercreek Township, I assume?
Yeah, so,
Okay.
my husband's from Beavercreek.
Oh,
We moved here with the military.
okay.
He got out in October. We've been living in the township for 4.5 years.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Great. What, how'd you find this?
I'm an attorney,
Okay.
and I lost my job with COVID, because we represented all the hospitals in the area.
Oh,
So when the
gee
workforce cut down, I lost my job because I was a low man.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Yeah, but then when my husband got out of the military in October, I was licensed under the military spouse rule, so I had to take the bar again. Yeah, so
Really?
then they delayed the bar because of COVID.
Oh, wow.
So when they delayed the bar, I didn't get licensed again until December.
Tell them how many bar exams you had to take.
Yeah, so I'm licensed to practice in Oklahoma, New York, and now Ohio.
You had to take a complete new bar exam for Ohio?
As a
HC.
military spouse, you never get reciprocity because you don't stay somewhere 5 years.
Gee.
Yeah.
I thought they just changed something
They
about
have a
that.
military spouse rule that's coming out in some states, but so I graduated law school 8 years ago.
Okay.
And it just started in like 2 states when I graduated.
Mm.
And I took the New York bar and the rule came in 3 weeks later. I was so upset.
Yeah.
But yeah, so no, licensed in 3 states, but haven't done a lot of practicing because I had 3 kids in 3 states in 3 years.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, when all that happened, I wanted to get my foot back in the door somewhere, and I thought I could at least
Yeah.
learn something here and get to know some
Cool.
people and see what would happen. So,
Great.
but
Very good.
yeah, so now I start practicing criminal law on Monday.
Oh, really?
Where?
Yeah, at
Where?
the Vinoy firm.
Where
Okay.
at?
The Vinoy firm.
Illinois.
Vanoy?
It's yeah, Anthony
Yeah,
Vinoy.
yeah, I know who that is.
Yep.
He comes in and votes at my precinct
Okay.
Oh, is that,
down to VFW.
So yeah, no. So I'll start there on Monday.
oh, good.
Yeah. Well,
Good.
good. Well, welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Definitely.
Glad you landed in Beavercreek. Sounds like you're going to stay a while.
Well,
Yeah,
we're
yeah, yeah.
excited. She's the first alternate we've had in ages for either
Yeah.
Huh.
board.
I'll be
We were
darned.
trying so hard to get
Yeah.
alternates just in case one of you guys.
Right.
failed.
We,
Right.
we ask every case that comes in if they
I
want to be on the board.
We hope if they have a good
Yeah.
outcome, they might be
Yeah.
inspired
Well,
to serve on the board. You know?
I-
That's not why they get a good outcome,
That's so
but
funny,
you know.
yeah.
I told Max in about a year, I'm gonna be spending 6 months in Florida,
Woo!
so I'm probably
So, in a year then, how long will you have been driving a bus?
10 years.
Is it that long
Yeah.
already?
Who did you say you told?
What's that?
What'd you say?
I
Your-
told Max, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said your ex. I'm thinking.
Max,
He didn't get divorced, did he?
Max.
I'm thinking,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah, we better adjourn the meeting if we're getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We ready to adjourn? Or do you have any new business?
I have no more new business, thank you.
Okay.
I move that we adjourn.
I second it.
Abel?
Everybody,
All in favor?
Aye.
okay.
Opposed? We never have any.
There it is.